Welcome to Becoming Saiyans.
A Dragon Ball rewatch podcast.
And we're back. I'm Truman.
And I'm Jesse.
And I'm AJ.
And this is Becoming Saiyans, a Dragon Ball rewatch podcast. On today's episode, we watched 2 episodes of Dragon Ball. Episode 108 and 109, titled Goku's Revenge and Goku vs. King Piccolo. But before we get to that, we should probably address the elephant in the room. One of Jesse's close friends, named AJ, is joining us for this podcast today as our special guest. AJ, welcome to the show.
I'm here.
Yeah.
First guest of all time.
First guest of all time. You get to hold that record forever. They can never be taken away from you.
Even if there comes a point in time we have like Dwayne The Rock Johnson or you're always
You
first.
were the first, yeah. We get, Kojima to show up, and you get to say I was here first.
If we get Kojima to show up and he's speaking English, we might be like the rulers.
We're breaking
of everything.
the internet there.
Yeah,
but
the world's ending.
because I'm not gonna lie to you. We're not gonna be speaking Japanese.
Bet you want to try me, Jesse?
I would like to
Jesse-san.
turn Konnichiwa Jesse-san.
I'm
Congratulations, you're spoken to Japanese.
I've done it.
Anyways, you've also screwed our chances of getting Kojima on the podcast. He heard that one sentence like never again.
Yep. I actually saw the email and I decided to trash that after that.
Konnichiwa. As long as you're not Jeff Keighley, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah. I heard, before we get into the episode, I actually heard this is a weird tangent, but I was watching a comic book YouTube live show earlier this week, and the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics just got relocated to Japan. Fun fact about him, when he was a writer, his name was C.B. Sobolski. When he was a writer, they did an initiative with Marvel where they're going to make like manga Marvel characters, like do little manga series, but editors couldn't write for comics. So he came up with he was like, I know Japan. This is a white guy. And he's like, I know Japan. Like, I know all about Japanese culture. I basically am Japanese by association. And so he created a fake name to like write comics for them, like write the manga for them, and it was like Akira something or another. And it's like, dude, you picked like the most popular like anime movie at the time to pick as your like name sake. And he eventually got found out, and I mean nothing happened with it because he ended up getting promoted to editor in chief. But it's just funny. He was like, yeah, I'm Akira Ashira or something like that.
It really does come back to like. Don't do this in a malicious way, but like lie a little bit on your resume, because at the end of the day, if you get the job, you can like we're in a day and age where you can just go to Google and look up like non-AI tutorials now. But you can look up tutorials and figure out how to use Excel in 10 minutes if you have to.
Yeah. But back to our elephant in the room, AJ. How are you today?
I am doing good.
Yes, and AJ actually showed up and he watched the episodes with us this week, which was pretty nice. He's visiting from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and So, what are some of your what's your memories with Dragon Ball? How did you start with Dragon Ball? All of that.
My memories of I've watched pretty much all of Dragon Ball Z except Dragon Ball. It caught me at a weird thing.
Yeah.
But my first, what got me into Dragon Ball was something in Dragon Ball Z, like watching
stuff that happened.
Yeah, stuff that I can't say right now.
Yeah. Keeping it spoiler free, but yeah, you saw like an arc or something or a character or yeah. That's kind of how, similar to what we did. Were you watching it were you a Toonami kid, or did you just kind of catch it on Crunchyroll?
It was Toonami.
Yeah.
I was just sitting in my grandfather's living room, just watching whatever was on.
Yeah.
And it came on?
Cartoon Network turned to Toonami.
Yeah. That seems to be the majority. That when I talk to people, it's if they're older than 20.
Yeah.
20 or older.
20 is like the cutoff.
Yeah, it's like anybody older than 20, they're like, yeah, I remember watching Cartoon Network, and then randomly there's Cowboy Bebop or something.
Cowboy Bebop, Pokemon obviously.
Yeah.
Gundam. It wasn't necessarily in the Toonami slot, but
yeah.
It was a Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Neon Genesis, whatever random one Toonami was here's an episode of something for you to watch, but yeah, so yeah, you said you haven't seen any of OG Dragon Ball though. So how was your impressions of these 2 episodes before we get into them?
About what I expected, because I've been listening along for
At least like up until like a few months ago. But yeah. We talked off screen, but yeah, he said he has been listening up to about the fortune teller Baba stuff.
Yeah.
And then he had to like drop for a bit, so.
And now he's here, obviously.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, oh, he hasn't seen like the last 40 episodes. Let's just throw him randomly into the Piccolo saga.
Yeah, welcome to the King Piccolo saga.
Yeah.
I guess this is a really funny place for you to pick up.
Yeah.
I guess the only other place you could pick up was like the end of the tournament saga where Krillin dies.
Yeah.
So your first episode is watching Krillin get murdered.
Yeah, we had to pause for a bit to be like, okay, so Krillin's dead. TM was a bad guy, but he is a good guy now.
TM's been a good guy for maybe 10 episodes at most.
This Piccolo guy's a mean piece of work.
Roshi is like legitimately traumatized by him.
Yeah. Yajirobe ate Symbol, which was a funny thing when that popped up. He was like, did you just eat Tambourine? He's like, no, he didn't eat Tambourine, but he did eat Symbol, you know?
Yeah. He did eat one, and he was going to eat Tambourine,
Yeah.
but Goku, in his fury, vaporized him, which we'll get into in a second.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just going back to it, like, the episodes, like, how do you, compared to, like, Dragon Ball Z, how would you, like, say this stacks up?
It's a lot more faster pace.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
It's a faster pace. It's definitely, you can also tell this one is way more catered towards like a younger kid audience than Dragon Ball Z is. Yeah. As someone who doesn't really know a whole lot about Dragon Ball Z, the one thing I do know, it's like it is that TV. It's like the Teen Titan, like the original Teen Titans age group, where it's like you're shooting for that. Just in middle school into high school range. That
like tweener PG to just turning PG-13.
Yeah, you're getting like... you're starting to hit puberty and then getting to the end of puberty. That like 5-year frame of a human's life.
Yeah. And like Dragon Ball is like right before that. So it's like the 8 to 10 year olds.
It seems purpose built for like you watch Dragon Ball and you're like watching the entire series as you're growing up.
Yeah. And, like, yeah, because then, you know, you go to GT for a bit, then you go back to Super, and then now Daima's back, and it's kind of, from what I understand, it's good. I haven't seen Daima yet, but it's good, but it's, like, you know, kind of on that nostalgia. And even Super has that a bit where it's like, remember when this thing happened back in the show? And then it's like, well, here it is again. And there's, like, a few episodes like that. I've been watching it, trying to rewatch it recently. And there's, like, an episode where Ariel shows up, which I think you missed, Ariel.
I caught Ariel the first time.
The what the heck is going on part. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is.
Well, spoiler, she came back, like, 20 episodes ago.
Yeah.
No, the movie.
She came back in the movie.
That's what it was.
Yeah, the third movie, Ariel's a major part of that. That movie's great, by the way, if you haven't seen it. The Mystical Adventure. It's like, it breaks up, it takes all of the like part of the end of the Red Ribbon Army saga, and then all of the tournament saga, and just smushes it together in like the most condensed fashion, and messes with like your perception of stuff. So it's like Chiatsu like is a bad guy in the tournament saga, or like ambiguously bad, you know. He's like the antagonist for Krillin, but in the movie he's just like a dumb king, you know, or like that kind of thing. But I would definitely we recommend it highly here. That the third movie, far and away, is the best movie so far.
Which is saying something, because for you, it has Ariel in it.
Yeah, I hate Ariel. And I was like, what in the absolute crap is this? And the episode where she shows up in Super is actually pretty great. Like, rewatching it, we'll get there eventually. But like,
we'll get there in 5 years or something.
Yeah. Well, speaking of years, happy 1 year, 1 week, and 6 days anniversary to you guys out there. Last Friday for us, which is 2 Fridays ago for you guys listening, was our 1 year anniversary.
Yep.
And we didn't realize it when we were recording the stuff that came out, so this is what you get.
Yeah, it didn't hit us. We sent each other like a, hey, congratulations, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, looking at, you know, talking about numbers, we know we don't talk about numbers a whole lot because like it's not about the numbers here, but just getting into numbers, like when we first started releasing, we were averaging, you know, sub 10 people, and right now, like, all the episodes are averaging, I think the lowest I saw in the last 2 months was 13 on one episode.
Yeah.
Everything's hitting at least 14. There's multiple that have hit 20 plus downloads, which is massive. Like, that's a massive improvement from where we started.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're falling into the zone of like a bingeable podcast from what
Yeah.
I'm looking at. Like, not to jump into the brass tacks on our end, but it seems like we'll have like days where we'll get like a couple of downloads, and we'll have a day where we get like 40, and it's just one person sitting down and picking every episode from the beginning up to like where they stop at.
Like, which is a good sign.
I like
that we
that.
are picking people up, and they're wanting to invest the
Yeah.
time into listening to what we have to say.
Yeah, which is cool.
It makes me feel important.
Yeah, the number go big, make my brain go happy.
Yeah. What is it? The serotonin?
Yeah, the serotonin.
Serotonin is firing.
goes crazy.
The neuron activation.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening for a year. Hopefully, we got many more years ahead of us. We're probably going to finish this Dragon Ball, finish Dragon Ball the series
Say-
towards the end of the year.
Yeah, barring anything weird happening, like a tragic incident, some weird stuff happening, we are on schedule, I think, to release the final episode of Dragon Ball. If I had to guess, I haven't done the math, but
It's
I guess
gonna be like
mid to probably late November, mid December, right before the new year.
Yeah. And that is going to be great, because I'm sure that we can find some Dragon Ball Christmas specials that are real scuffed on YouTube to watch for Christmas this year.
Yeah, we can find some stuff.
Yeah.
And we get to kick the next year off, hopefully,
with the
with Z.
And I'll have to come up with a new song to put in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
As we
Then you're going into my territory.
Yeah. We'll have to bring AJ back on the show once we get to
point.
Z and try to get him back on here. So,
but it's exciting. You know, Z is where most people know. If you know anything about Dragon Ball, you probably know more about Z than any other series, unless you're actively still watching it week in, week out. Then you might know more about the recent stuff.
yeah. But I really do enjoy starting with the original. It gives you such a background on the universe and the people and like the theory behind the whole thing. You know, the impetus, the philosophy behind the universe. All of that. You get all of that from the beginning. Like, this is what Toriyama wanted this universe to look like. And even though it gets wild and crazy, and at some point even multiverses and stuff are involved, but, like, it's still, like, philosophically, this whole bubble is, like, built around this core. You know?
It's also, like, if, we set out on a plan to be, like, we're going to want to be as intelligent and as respectful and knowledgeable of what we are watching as possible. How you do that? You watch the origin story. Yeah. Even like that, I'm that way with like YouTube series as well. Like there's like a D&D YouTube series I used to watch called Thoroughly Intent, and like they even have a promo video for it where they're like, you can skip the first 40 episodes of this show because we had no idea what we were doing in the first 40 episodes. Like, I'm like, no, I want to know where everyone came from.
Yeah.
And honestly, some of the most quotable, stupid stuff they get up to that show is in the first 15 episodes of the show.
But that's enough of us spilling along.
That's not Dragon Ball. We don't
yeah,
talk about
and let's get back on track here. We have been talking for a bit, so let's get this going. Goku's Revenge in Japan came out on April 13th, 1988, and in America on September 10th, 2003. Whereas Goku vs. King Piccolo came out on April 20th, 1988, and 9/11 of 2003. A couple years after everything that happened, obviously. But I said it like that so I could get the reaction that Jesse gave with the eyebrow raise, like, oh.
That was a happier day for them in that year than it was 2 years before.
Yeah. Differences from the manga. Roshi reminiscing about all of the meetings with Goku and Krillin, only to be brought out by the Dragon Radar, is added. Piccolo and his kind have 5 fingers in the anime, but 4 in the manga, which is something we've brought up every episode so far since Piccolo and his kind have shown up.
Basically, until we're done with Piccolo right now, that's probably going to be there.
Yes. When it appears that Goku was vaporized by Tamborine's blast, Yajirobe prepared to defend himself from the demon, but in the manga, Goku's just immediately there, showing that he's okay. Yajirobe starting a fire to cook Tamborine is not in the manga. The entire search for the 6-star ball in the ice cave is filler, as is finding out the ball is dropped there by a crow. Trivia for the first episode: in the English version, the recap of the previous episode erroneously has the narrator call Master Mutai Ito by Roshi's title the Turtle Hermit, which he's not the Turtle Hermit. He's just like the master of both of them, like him and Crane. Yeah. So, in the English dubs of the episode, Tambourine states that he is of the warrior tribe, which is an indication he has a fair knowledge of all of the stuff that happens with King Piccolo in the past and stuff.
Yeah.
In the Japanese version, he only specifies that he's part of the Demon Warrior tribe. This episode features the third instance of Goku intentionally killing an opponent, with the first being the pirate robot and the second being Staff Officer Black. In previous fights, Goku's opponents have died of their own attacks, such as like against Ninja Murasaki. He's also responsible for the death of Grandpa Gohan, but it also was unintentional.
And he doesn't remember that.
Yeah. May, in the Japanese version, mentions Godzilla when speculating who could be out there killing Piccolo's spawn, which I find funny. Like, I don't know, maybe it's this Godzilla guy walking around. It's funny to think that there's a Godzilla. We've seen, like, multiple Godzilla references in Dragon Ball so far. It'd be so funny if just, like, there's just full-on Godzilla just, like, stomping around in the Dragon Ball universe.
What's funny about the Godzilla references is purely just because I think Toriyama was very well known to absolutely love Godzilla media.
Yeah.
Which is why he loves throwing him around all the time. But maybe I'm just talking my butt. But I'm pretty sure I remember, like, that's a fun fact about him. He just loves Godzilla.
I would believe it,
Yeah.
Differences in the manga. In the second episode is Piccolo and his kind have 5 fingers in the anime, but 4 in the manga. The scene of Roshi and all of them flying towards the 5th Dragon Ball isn't in the manga. Piano boasting on Piccolo's prowess as he floats down isn't there. Piccolo musing about Goku making him pay for his part in Krillin's death isn't in the manga. In the anime, Pilaf initially stands on a box while watching Goku and Piccolo, only to fall off when Goku appears to be winning. In the manga, his footing is on the roof of the ship, just like Shumei and Piano. Piccolo unleashing his battle aura and Goku being overwhelmed by it isn't in the manga. Roshi finding the 3-star ball and all of that is not in the manga. The whole boulder running scene. Goku bites Piccolo's thumb and is quickly thrown off before scurrying away in the manga. In the anime, he holds on for a little bit longer and takes way more of a beating than he probably does in the manga for it.
Yeah.
Then, following from the above, Piccolo uses a finger beam, but Goku regains consciousness to dodge it. But, in the manga, it's just the one time, not like the 57 times of him being like, dance, puppet, dance.
Just blowing up different rocks.
Yeah. The trivia is, when Goku kicks Piccolo for the first time, the shade of his skin color changes in one scene before reverting back to normal. It happens again when Goku tries lunging at him, only to be countered. So, there's a couple times where his skin color is slightly not green. And so that's all we have for it. So, previously on Dragon Ball, Goku is up to no good in the first episode, and that is him getting his vengeance back on Tambourine, where it is not much of a fight. Tambourine definitely overestimates him from the first encounter, and Goku makes him pay for that. As Tambourine's flying away, Goku vaporizes him, which then draws in the eyes of King Piccolo, who is flying towards him, and eventually they meet up and fight, and Goku seems to have the upper hand to start, and then Piccolo quickly puts him in his place. And that is the Goku plot. Meanwhile, in the B plot, we have Roshi, Tien, and Chiatsu going on silly little tasks to go grab Dragon Balls from random places. And that's what you missed on Dragon Ball. Jesse or AJ, whichever one. Go for it.
Pretty good episodes. I like it. Again, it feels like we're in a situation where there's probably not going to be a whole lot to complain about in this saga. We haven't had a whole lot to complain about in the last couple episodes of the saga. So I think if we're going to complain, it's probably the next 2 or 3 episodes, if I had to guess, purely because it just feels like once Piccolo's done bullying Goku next episode, maybe he screws off, he thinks Goku's dead or something. Like, we have another excuse for why Piccolo's not dead yet, because obviously Goku's probably not going to finish him off either.
Yeah, there's definitely doesn't feel like Goku is set up in a spot where he is going to be able to, like, win this fight. This is definitely like round 1 of a 2 to 3 round fight where Goku is just going to get his butt kicked in round 1. Need to go find some power up and then come back and beat him in round 2.
Go climb the Corn Tower again. There you go.
Yeah, maybe he will.
Or the Norkin Tower. Corn backwards. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he finds the Norkin man. It's not a cat, it's a dog, and the dog really just loves him. He loves him so much that he gets extra powers from it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Who knows? I guess we'll all see. We know there's a dog president of the whole continent of Dragon Ball universe.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. But like these are good episodes. They're not like the best episodes.
They're not peak, but they do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they're really getting into the meat and potatoes of this arc a lot faster than I was expecting. Because I'm pretty sure I commented last episode.
Like, wow, Goku versus King Piccolo.
Like Goku's Revenge and Goku versus King Piccolo. That is fast.
Yeah.
So
like they're setting up like the big bad. Hey, he a big bad for a reason.
Yeah. And
there's a reason Roshi is like traumatized.
Yeah. And it's because, he's faced this guy and barely lived to tell the tale. One note from this episode that I found cool was, like, Yajirobe being like, oh, I've heard that name. Oh, no, I know that name.
Hey, you can have the Dragon Ball now.
That's an anti-tank rifle.
This whole, like, the whole time since we've been seeing, like, Yajirobe, he's like, no, this is my ball. You want it so bad it's going, I want to keep it. And then he's like, oh, King Piccolo's coming after it.
And, like,
here you go.
he hears that name, and within, like, 5 seconds, is like, I don't want the ball anymore.
I'm full. Don't worry about it. I don't need to get
Dude,
anymore.
I'm done.
He even, like, kicks out some air to be like, whew. Yeah, I might have to go. I'm gonna peace out.
That was some tasty nothing I just ate. No real tasty nothing.
Oh, pure ready for nothing. But yeah, it is. These I find it crazy that they kind of start the first episode with like following like the gang, the B plot.
Yeah,
like we start with Roshi and the gang. And you get the sad flashback. So if you haven't been watching, you can see where Goku first met Roshi, and you can see where Krillin first met Roshi. And it's so sad.
And
to
some
see.
of the small antics they got along undead.
It's very sad to see Krillin again. Every time they show him, I just cry a little bit.
Rest in peace.
He's the GOAT.
Can't believe he never comes back.
Yeah, it sucks. Even like Roshi's like, yeah, we ain't bringing him back with this first one. We're killing that fool.
Because Roshi is still under the understanding that Goku died like 15 days ago, or like Goku died within the first fight with Tambourine.
Yeah, Goku was dead when he flew after one of the minions. That's what to catch you up on what happened in the few episodes before this, AJ. So Krillin dies in the end of the second tournament saga, and Goku sees the monster, sees Tambourine fly off. At that point, we don't know it's Tambourine, but like he sees him fly off, and so he calls him Flying Nimbus and takes off after him. And everybody's like, "What are you doing? Like, don't do that. You'll die."
Roshi literally tells him, "I demand you to stay." And then Goku takes off, and Roshi's like, I guess he's gonna die.
Yeah, he's like, "Well, let's get another casket going."
And then Goku still never comes back. I'm like, "Yeah, must be dead." Goku would never stay away this long.
Yeah, because like Roshi goes in at that point being like, this is who King Piccolo is. He was around like thousands of years ago when I was still young, and
had hair.
And me and Crane were kind of friends, which Crane was Tien's former master. They trained under Mutai Ito, and Piccolo killed all of us except for us three. Mutai Ito left in shame, but learned the evil containment wave, came back, trapped Piccolo, and doing so, he died from the energy drain. And that's kind of all there is to it. And now that Piccolo's back, well, we're all just kind of dead. Like, there's nothing much we can do.
We're screwed.
Yep. Let's find the Dragon Balls and hope we can, like, the dragon can kill him. You know.
Hope we can make a wish that kills him.
And then like Piccolo's plot is like these dang martial artists have caused me so many problems. Tambourine, go kill all the martial artists. So that's why Tambourine killed Krillin in the first place. Is he was going to get a list of all the martial artists, and while he was there, he saw a Dragon Ball and grabbed it because Pilaf has told Piccolo, you can get the Dragon Balls, wish to be eternally youthful, and there you go.
Yeah, and so you can never be stopped.
That's kind of the plot going into these episodes. And so then he creates Symbol, and Symbol's the Dragon Ball hunter, while Tambourine's the martial arts killer. So,
yeah.
And then you see some of the other martial artists we've seen, like Jiren and Bacteria. Bacterian both got killed during the screen, and a couple of the other fighters we've seen in the second tournament
got murdered.
Yeah, King Choppa. They were both characters in the second tournament saga, and and that's what you missed on Dragon Ball. But yeah, so seeing all of this and like saying all of that just gets you up. It's like Roshi fully with his trauma that comes with like seeing Piccolo again is like, oh yeah, everybody's dead. We're all dead.
And also, like another reason why he assumes Goku is dead is during because they were at dinner, and Goku realized he forgot his Dragon Ball, and that's why Krillin went back. Well, while they were waiting on Krillin to come back, Goku didn't touch any of his food. So not only did Goku fly off in a fit of rage, he flew off in a fit of rage and was hungry, which is, at this point, because he's gotten over the tail weakness, the only way Goku is not at full strength.
Yeah.
is
And
if
so,
he's
yeah,
hungry.
he's flying off hungry, and that's part of the reason why, I mean, we saw what happened when he wasn't hungry, is, like, he beat the crap out of Tambourine, but Tambourine, like, knocked him out in one punch and killed Nimbus. Like, dissipated the flying Nimbus for, like, permanently, the original one. We know he's gonna get another one, but like the original one is gone forever after that. So yeah, having Roshi and all of, like, Roshi's trauma is just, and like even like, you know, Tien's like, but there's the containment wave. Like, why can't we do that? And he's like, no, because the last time somebody used containment wave, they died. So it's like, I can't lose another one. You remind me of Mutaito.
He's like, I don't want to sacrifice myself, and I certainly don't want you sacrificing yourself.
But Master, I'm young. It won't do a drain on me as much.
Yes, but my cousin Jackie, he promised that you would be the one who would take over fighting everybody in the martial arts tournament.
Yeah.
I can't have you die, then Jackie has to keep working.
Yeah. Jackie retires. He went to go cook fried chicken at the KFC.
He went to cook fried chicken at the KFC and drink margaritas.
Why would he want? He doesn't want to come back to fighting.
He's gonna open Jackie Chan's Margaritaville.
Yeah. But that was the in joke there. So, but yeah, Tambourine gets his butt kicked. Like, it's not even close.
Speed blitzed.
Yeah.
Tambourine, like, because at first Tambourine laughs off the whole, well, last time I was hungry. I'm not hungry anymore. He's like, sure, that's going to make a difference. And then, like, within 2 seconds, he's like, oh, no, it made a difference.
Because Goku starts out with just running around him in circles for like 30 seconds, and he's like, "What is going? No, what? He's so fat!" And then he gets like taking an elbow to the face, and
Takes
then
the people's elbow to
yeah.
the face.
And then Goku just lands like a 50-piece combo on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, so Tambourine's dead now. And Tambourine's like, I ain't dead yet. I'm going to fly away. And he's like, oh, I thought I should have finished you off. Anyways, Kamehameha
Murders him.
vaporizes him. He's completely gone. Took no prisoners whatsoever in this fight.
Didn't even show any remorse in his face afterwards either.
He was like, that was for Krillin.
Yeah, if there's one way to shoot yourself to the top of the Goku will probably commit murder against Two-Face, is committing murder in front of Goku.
Against one of his friends.
Against one of his
and showing
friends.
no remorse either.
Yeah.
Like, I can forgive murder, but no remorse is where I draw the line. You can forgive murder? Yeah, I'm all about forgiveness.
We forget murder in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the A plot of the first episode. The Roshi plot is also not a whole lot in this episode, to be honest, you know.
The Roshi plot is, have you seen people collect Dragon Balls before? You know exactly what Roshi and Tien are doing, minus what they're saying while they're doing it.
Yeah. Have you seen the first 10 to 12 episodes of Dragon Ball? Now picture it with these guys.
Now picture it with no Goku whatsoever.
Yeah.
No
It's
Goku,
so much faster.
no Bulma,
So
no
much-
Oolongs.
So much more streamlined, you know. They have a
It's
jet
almost
plane.
like we're not introducing more new characters every episode.
Yeah, it's almost like we there's no new characters, and they have a jet plane, so they can go wherever in the universe
We
immediately.
just needed them to do something.
Yeah, we need them to be moving, so that way that we inevitably need them to show up to help Goku at some point. They're already on the way, you know.
Yeah.
We have to have them driving around, so they'll come eventually. And so yeah, the B plot of these two episodes is Roshi and Tien get out of the plane and go and fight some crows and grab a Dragon Ball. And then Roshi and Tien
And then
and
they-
Chiatsu get out of a plane, Roshi finds a Dragon Ball and gets smushed up against a rock.
And then the Dragon Ball drops down into like a giant ravine chasm thing.
And they will probably get it next episode, and then they'll start heading towards Goku and them, probably just in time to save Goku from the big bad Piccolo from killing him.
Yep.
Who would have thought?
And that's not even a prediction. That's a fact right there. And I'm not spoiling. I just felt like we could all kind of figure out what was going on there.
I feel like it's about as obvious as possible.
Yeah.
If you watch the same episodes we did and you didn't watch the wrong episodes, you can too can come to the conclusion like me. Ka-chow.
But since we finished the first episode, the second episode, my first note is, if you're coming for the king, you best not miss. Because that is what is happening in this episode. Is you want to go after the king, literally, King Piccolo, you best not miss.
You got to kill him fast.
You got one shot and one opportunity, and Goku misses it in his first opportunity. His one opportunity in these episodes.
He pulls the same thing he does against Tambourine, where it's like Goku's really used to winning either winning in like a 5-punch combo or being on an equal enough footing that if you don't win immediately, he's probably going to win in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the problem is, King Piccolo's the first person since Tien, which I mean is a relatively recent fight for Goku, but the first person since Tien who he can't do that against.
Yeah. And the first going on to what you're like to piggyback off what you're saying, it's kind of like, you know, the first tournament saga where like him and Jackie are going blow for blow, and then Jackie just wins the war of attrition.
Yeah.
And because he's smarter, he's able to beat Goku at the end. It's the same thing here where Piccolo's like, I can outlast your damage.
Yeah.
And then I'll just knock you out.
Like you're gonna get tired eventually.
It's like when Ronda Rousey first lost in UFC, where it's like she always won in like first round knockouts, you know, like 10 seconds, maybe 30 seconds max. The moment she had to go to like past the first round is the moment where she loses. Like,
yeah, it is the problem with like those glass cannon style like martial artists and stuff, where it's like they're so reliant on hitting you before you get into a rhythm that if you can just survive it, they haven't trained to have the stamina capacity beyond round 1.5.
Yeah. like for Goku, the excuse that you can give Goku is that he's young. Like he's still he's like a very early teenager at this point. Like I think if we're doing the math, he's like 12 or 13 now. Yeah. He's like very, very young.
It's like it really does. It kind of reminds me of like boxing history. I don't know if you know anything about boxing history. But when boxing first became a sport, you would fight until someone gave up. So, like, the longest boxing match, I think, in history was 68 rounds in, like, the early either, like, the late 18 or early 1900s. So, like, you can take that in the fact of Piccolo's kind of from that early, like, it feels like he's kind of from that early stage of martial arts where you would probably have fights that last hours. And Goku has grown up in, like, modern boxing, where it's like someone wins in 12 rounds, or you just come back and fight again in a few months after you train a little bit more.
Yeah. And that, I mean, yeah, for
it's
sure.
It's a great way to kind of compare that, where it's like Piccolo has fought those 68 round fights.
But has he, though? Because I would like to posit that he has not fought a real fight in millennia, Jesse. Probably, like, as far as we know, like, all we know about Piccolo is he showed up one day on Earth and just killed everybody, basically. He killed, I think they said they killed, like, 2/3 of the population of the world. Yeah. Like, he basically eradicated the entire...
But he's from that. He fought against martial artists from that era.
Yeah, but
he didn't really... If we're thinking the eras were the same way. Yeah. I'm just throwing a possibility out there. It's like, that you also have to imagine, like, he's used to being in it for the long haul. Also, he's been sitting on the sidelines for the last 2 weeks probably.
Yeah.
And Goku just finished beating up Tambourine.
Yeah.
Going full speed, and now he's going full speed against Piccolo. It's like we're at Goku's in round 3 and Piccolo's in 30 seconds into round 1.
Yeah, true.
It's over.
Yeah, and that is kind of the fight. Is just that like Goku gets some good punches in to start, and he definitely surprises Piccolo. Like, Piccolo really thought he was just going to walk up and
a literal quote from Piccolo is like, I'm not scared. and then Goku starts taking off, and he's like, he's quick! He's quick! Oh my god! And then he gets hit with a combo, and then, like, Piano's laughing as, like, Pilaf and all of them are like, oh no, Piccolo's gonna die. And Piano's like, nah. Yeah. Piccolo's gonna
like, had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He hit him with like the sets up in the chair.
He's like, ugh. It's like when you fight your dad for the first time. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I knocked him out. And he's like, ugh. And then he takes his shirt off and like, I'm gonna die.
And you're like, thanks, you finally got that crick out of my neck. I've been trying to get rid of that back pain for years. You finally did it for me. Thank you.
Thanks, son. You must die.
Yeah. And then one of my notes I have here after the Yajirobe's not ready for the smoke when he like pieces out is no one loves watching Dragon Ball more than the characters in Dragon Ball, because what is everyone around this fight doing?
Watching Dragon Ball.
Could Yajirobe help a little bit? Maybe, possibly,
Like,
but
if
no,
I-
he's just gonna watch.
if could Yajirobe and Goku have probably overwhelmed Piccolo before he got fully warmed up? Probably.
Maybe.
I mean,
There's a chance.
Yajirobe has sliced one of these fools in half already. You know, like
Yeah.
he can slice another one in half. It's not like these guys can regrow body parts or anything. Like
Yeah.
he just chops some arms off.
To
And
the
call
fact
it
that
good.
we know, at least.
Yeah. So like he could just chop some arms off, and then Goku can give him the 28-piece extra combo. You know, extra sauce on the side. You know.
Yeah.
But no, Yajirobe's like, but I got a good seat to watch this. Let me just chill here.
So much so that he's like, "Oh, Goku, don't run towards me!
Goku, I got the best seat in the house. Don't blow my spot.
Don't run my cover!"
And then you've got like Pilaf and them up there with the binoculars and the nosebleeds, like watching too. Like, oh yeah, that's a good fight down there.
I'm real glad I'm not that guy.
Yeah. And
Which,
so,
which guy? Either of them.
and then one of my notes I do have here is I love when Goku just turns into an animal. Like the fight goes so bad for him that he's just like, you know. We had it a few episodes ago where Goku's running around like a cheetah, like a dog chasing a bone, like as he goes to eat like the
He goes
fish
eat the
and
fish
stuff.
for
Yeah.
Yajirobe's
Yeah,
fish.
or he like goes to eat the fruit first, and it's like the fruit's like a monster or something.
Yeah.
It's like anytime Goku's just like at his wit's end, he just turns into an animal. Like
Panic button.
yeah, yeah, and so he's going up against Piccolo, and he just bites Piccolo in the hand, and he will not let go. It's like release, release, slam, slam, slam. Let go, you fool! But he does draw blood, and as we know from Arnold Schwarzenegger, if it bleeds, you can kill it. It can die. Yeah, but is Goku going to be the one to make him die? Not from what we see, because Piccolo punches him straight in the face and then has him dance him with his little laser electric
Bite
beam
and
power.
blast.
Yeah.
I made that joke.
I wrote it down.
Put him
And then Goku charges up all of his energy for one final Kamehameha, and it doesn't even leave a scratch.
Yeah, Piccolo does like get concerned for half a second until you realize it's not the evil containment wave. He's like, "Oh, it's not the evil containment wave. This ain't gonna do nothing."
And so he just literally parks and he's just like, I'll let you see that it doesn't do nothing because it'll demoralize you before I beat you up some more.
Yeah.
Sat there and ate it like it was KFC.
Yeah.
Nom, nom.
Finally!
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell! And that's what is going on in Dragon Ball. So, Jesse, best part, or what's your worst part, Jesse?
Worst part. Yajirobe helped Goku, bro.
Yeah,
Yajirobe,
what are you doing, y'all? I'm
I
probably...
guess we have to say anything. If I didn't want to go with that, my honorable mention would probably be like, we could have gotten out of the crow cave without getting chased, but it was kind of funny they got chased.
Yeah.
But that wasted a little extra time.
Worst part, AJ.
Worst part, I can't take his, can I?
Nah, I mean, you
You
can.
can cop out.
We've
take
done
one,
it
but-
occasionally. If there's not very many worst parts, we'll be like, yeah, there's just really one.
Yeah, there's one glaringly obvious.
Probably the
one.
worst part is them just kind of keep looking at the dragon radar.
Yeah.
They just kept doing it. I was like, they did it like 4 times.
And my worst part is while they're in the crow, when they're going to find the Dragon Ball in the crow cave, you see Tien walking. Then you see Roshi walking. Then you see Tien and Roshi walking. And then you see Tien and Roshi walking away from the camera. And then you see Tien and Roshi walking.
And then every now and then you'll flash to a stalactite tripping.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, that, I was like, come on, guys. This is...
And then Roshi at one point gets scared because the stalactite drips onto him.
Yeah.
And so they have to stop and look up and see the stalactite.
And then he's somehow covered in feathers.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's like... that part where it's just like it just goes on for, it's like when you're watching like a TikTok and it's like me eating my sandwich or me making or going to grab my sandwich if it was one piece, and it's like you stand up from the chair, take a
pace
step,
like One Piece.
step, yeah, the pacing, and like the pacing in this is just like screech, and it's like okay. I could do without it.
Hey guys, we gotta fill a bunch of dead space. I know how to fill some dead space. Walking in a cave,
Yeah.
and there's crows.
Yeah. And it's like, as we found out, that's all like added for the anime.
Yeah.
It's like that and the rock thing is all added.
I
for the
think both
anime.
Dragon Balls that Roshi and them went after in this episode was like, I think they might have like hinted at it. I think you said
They said they
hinted at
saw
them?
they got the Dragon Ball from the cave, but there wasn't any crows involved.
Yeah,
And
they
then the
just showed
second
them.
one, they just showed him having it. So
They just already had it. They didn't even show them getting it in the ravine cavern thing.
yeah, and
Getting
so
chased by a rock.
dropping it down a ravine, all of that was just all added. But yeah, there's not a lot of worse parts. I'm gonna pick the one that stood out to me the most. I'm like, come on, guys. But Jesse, best part.
Best part. Sorry, I'm burping. I was like,
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. I went right to you right as you
Yeah.
did it.
No, best part, I would have to. The two nominations I have is just Goku absolutely mollywhopping Tambourine,
Yeah.
or like immediately after followed by Yajirobe complaining about not getting to eat Tambourine. He's like, man, I can eat him, man. And then like complaining about him being hungry.
Yeah. AJ, best part.
My best part was probably at the very end whenever Goku hits King Piccolo with the Kamehameha. He just kind of sitting there like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yummy.
the aura farming in this episode is great.
Yeah.
These
We're
two
finally
episodes
getting
are
aura farming King Piccolo. And I'm going to take a third best part. It's another Yajirobe moment. It's the moment where Yajirobe realizes, like, where he recognizes King Piccolo's
Yeah.
name. And it's like, here you go, here's Dragon Ball. I'm not hungry. I got some. Oh, Mom? Mom, are you calling for me? Oh, sorry, my mom's calling for me. It runs off.
Well, you said your mom died.
Yeah, and runs off.
She can't, she's calling for me because she's Jesus.
Yeah.
She got resurrected.
Yeah. And so let's jump into our prediction section where Jesse predicted that Goku will get his revenge with Tambourine. And Goku will fight King Piccolo because the names of the episode was Goku's Revenge and Goku versus King Piccolo. So what is he
Yeah.
going to figure out there, you know?
I wasn't going to take any chances with not getting anything right this time.
Yeah. As we know, Jesse is not always the best at guessing when it's ambiguous what the answer could be.
But boy, you give me some obvious choices. The only way I'm wrong is if you lied to me.
So Jesse, you want to hear the episode names for the next two?
I can't wait.
It is Piccolo Closes In and Roshi's Gambit.
Okay, well, I think Roshi starts speaking in a Louisiana accent. No kidding.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
Oh, you know how long I've been waiting for this. He gave me here. We got that shit and we got that over there. Well, who is your dialect coach? All right, Jesse, but for real.
No, for real. Okay, Roshi starting.
What do you think's gonna happen when Piccolo closes in?
I think Piccolo starts to like, I guess, try to kill Goku. Like, I think Goku continues fighting Piccolo pretty well.
Okay. All right. And then what about for Roshi's Gambit?
Roshi and the gang show up just in time before Piccolo actually kills Goku for real this time. They all realize, oh, Goku's still alive. Wait, go not for long. And
Yeah.
Roshi does like some weird trick to try to buy Goku time.
Okay, I like it. I've got those all written down for you, Jesse. And so, does anybody have anything else they want to talk about in this episode before we start wrapping it up? Anybody got any notes we didn't touch on? Anything they want to bring up that they thought was cool that we missed?
No, I mean we hit most of my notes. I just deleted all of them. Like,
Okay.
I clear them out once we're done talking about them. So.
Well, then, this has been Becoming Saiyans, Dragon Ball Rewatch Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Love to throw in that we would love for you to download, subscribe, rate, review, leave a 5-star rating if you feel like it's worth it. Also, you can email us at becomingsaiyans@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube at Becoming Saiyans Pod. I would like to throw out a special thanks to Mr. AJ for stopping by and joining the show. And even though we had to kind of coax you into actually being a part of it and not just sitting on the couch behind us, but it is nice to have you here.
I'm glad you didn't bring up the shotgun rig next to you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you for leaving that. Leaving that in conspicuously off the screen, but
But
really,
it's
it's been
that we're not showing because we don't have a camera on us.
But it is nice to have a third voice here to throw in. It's nice to have two voices, but even better sometimes, what's better than 1 billionaire? It's two. What's better than 23 is 24, whatever it is,
Yeah.
But it's nice to have somebody else to bounce
25.
some ideas off of, And so, with that, I've been Truman.
And I've been Jesse.
And I've been AJ.
And the journey continues.
Bye.